Hello and welcome to this edition of KibsNBits TV. I'm your host, Cabret, and I'm here to serve you bits of information. We have the duo iLLigang here and their DJ Super Sport. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. iLLigang, Champion Claim Entertainment.
Gang.
Well, thank you again for being here. I just want to jump right into it. Your name is iLLigang.
Right.
Okay,
right.
So when I think of the word gang, I'm like, what?
Oh, you go crazy.
Because I be thinking about something like, okay,
no
colors, bandanas, you know, guns,
right,
drugs, slapping the hoe, you know,
right,
maybe.
Yeah.
So, what makes you a gang that, in the sense of the word?
Mm-hmm. Right. It's really, you know, first we have, you know, Illa, which comes from us being from Illinois, the state Illinois, you know, two brothers, you know, that's where that comes from. And then you got the word gang. We don't want to give it any, you know, negative picture. You know, we don't want to put a negative light on it. It only means, you know, two brothers, you know, who makes up a gang, who is a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? That's all it means, really. We don't want to, you know, make it seem like it's something about criminality and all of that stuff, like your typical thought pattern with, you know, whatever you subscribe to. That's not what it is. It means something totally different. It's a force to be reckoned with. It's a powerful force, positive, productive force. You know, a gang of two brothers, bloodline at that. So
that's amazing. That's amazing, because the meaning that you give them is what they mean.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah, definitely.
That's amazing. Okay, so hip hop is the genre that you're a part of. What led you to hip hop or music to begin with?
All right.
Well, me personally, Wild Hunters, by the way. I started off as a youngin. You know, I was taking cassette tapes and throwing them in my radio, recording music off the radio, and just listening to different beats and different sounds, and most importantly, the lyrics, you know.
Right.
And just doing that, and, you know, me and my older brother, we was writing in our notebooks, just filling up pages of lyrics, you know, not even using
killing it.
Instrumentals.
Right.
You know, we just took our ideas, wrote it down on paper, even if we had to come up with a little beat from our head, or might do a little drumming on the table or something, but, you know, we made it happen. You know, that's...
And it also comes from, you know, our pops playing a major role in that as well. You know, he would play a lot of music from Tupac, Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind and Fire, a lot of Prince. You know, a lot of those major influence has, you know, definitely taken host within us. You know, and that's how we got in this position now. You know, it's the first love. It's our first love. You know, this has been our whole life of music, and I feel like music is a universal language as well. You know, so it's a way to express ourselves.
Hip hop has gone multiple different ways. It's been split into multiple different ways or subcategories, right? So, which one do you subscribe to? Do you feel, or which one do you what resonates with you?
I would definitely put, you know, I would say, you know, iLLigang, we bringing them real hip hop. You know, because you know, you got people out here who makes music, but it's like when you listen to the music, it's like they doing it for a hobby. But when you listen to our music, and not even trying to say we better than anybody, but it's music is a culture, and it's like, you know,
it stands for something.
It stands for something.
Definitely. I mean, it's a culture, and then you got, you know, people who play games with it, who try to take that culture and just destroy it in a negative way, you know, by saying off the wall things or disrespecting the OGs or the, you know, our you know, predecessors or whatever the case may be. You know, we're a hip hop group and we rap, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But when we're rapping about the reality. We're trying to send a direct positive message to you, you know. So that's what we're about. You know, it's none of that playing games. We're not gonna be one way on the microphone and you see us in real reality or real life, and we're a whole different person, you're gonna be like, what? You know, like,
Absolutely.
come on, dog, you a fake one. Nah, that's not us. You know, we're thorough. So
absolutely. So congratulations. That was a great answer. Congratulations on your debut album, iLLigang.
Thank you.
And the first single that's been dropped is 444 Murders. Why did you choose that title? What does the song embody? And why did you choose that one as your single?
We chose that title because of the many atrocities and devastations and all of the pain we felt through, you know, all of the injustices and biases and prejudices and, you know, racism and all of that stuff. All of these murders that's been happening because of these things is that number. That number doesn't even describe the amount of torture we've been, you know, given. You know what I mean? Receiving actually. So that's what it is. It's a crazy number, but you know, DJ Supersport, you know, he's the original producer of the track, man. You know, what you feel about that, Sport?
Well, one of the things that generated me to having the idea to even begin to making the beat 444 Murders was, you know, I signed up on Facebook about 2008, 2009,
right.
And around 2010, 2011, I just start seeing video posts of police brutality, police killing citizens, civilians.
Right.
And, you know, I even have my own personal incident where I went through. You know, I don't care to discuss it right now, but they know as I'm speaking this that there are a lot of disparities as far as law enforcement and the public in general, period. Yes, I'm emphasizing there's, I wouldn't even call it race, I would call it issue on the black community.
Right.
Because it goes beyond race.
Right.
It goes on a lifestyle, your character, all that. That makes you black.
Sheesh.
So you can almost be of any color and be of that culture and still become victim of those same instances as, quote unquote, a black person.
Right.
So there's more than just the color we're speaking about here. It's about more or less what you represent and more or less a person outwardly seeing what you represent.
Right.
And you're not denying what you represent because that is you. And I'll leave it at that.
For sure. That was deep as hell.
Wow.
Words from DJ Supersport, man.
Absolutely.
On the track.
So you piggybacking off of that answer, we're talking about all of the social constructs that have been in. Excuse me. We were talking about all of the social constructs that have been put in place to keep certain people at certain levels. And we're talking about all of the isms, you know. We're talking about the racism and what you're actually putting out as a black person. Because from, you know, in 2016, we're seeing that people of a certain race or color or ethnicity are being harmed all around the world. Right. So, you know, what is the mission that you wish to achieve with your music, with your brand?
Well, our mission is, you know, we love what we do. Music is our passion, of course. So, you know, we just, like my brother said, we in it for longevity, you know. We want to, of course, you know, be wealthy men. You know, we want to make lots of money from what we do. But most importantly, we want to give out that message. We want to make sure they hear, you know, what we go through and what we put in our music from what, you know, personal experiences or just things we seen with our own two eyes. You know what I'm saying? But whatever we speak about is always going to be truth.
Yeah.
So,
and, you know, to make money, you have to spend money. You know what I'm saying? So, when we're making money, we're not gonna be an average person who sends you a message and then don't, practice what we preach. You know what I'm saying? We're actually gonna show the world we're here for us as a whole. You know what I mean? We're not here for us as iLLigang. iLLigang is a lifestyle. It's deeper than just rapping and hip hop. It's actually a lifestyle. It's a real life. So, when we, see success, feel it, whatever the case may be, we're gonna actually give back to our people, give back to the communities. We're gonna send a message of love, prosperity, progress, healthy lifestyles, healthy relationships, whatever the case may be. We want to send out productive, positive messages, and solutions as well. That's what we also speak in our music as well, solutions, because I'm tired of just talking about it. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm tired of talking about it, and then we're stagnant at this one thing because your opinion is different, and it's like, yo, when is these opinions gonna actually have an effect on the solution? Like, how's that gonna, bring about a positive result? How's it gonna change?
Absolutely.
Like, instead of arguing about it all the time, we want to actually create solutions and opportunities as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So what type of advice do you have for those people who are going through the same things that you've been through, who are being persecuted, or who are, artists just trying to make it? Like, what type of advice do you have for these people?
Well, my number one advice I will give, for others, is be you, be yourself, because you have a lot of artists out here, local, underground, whatever you call it, who
mainstream too.
Mainstream also, who just want to be like the next person. That's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people who want to be like the next man. Right, but be you, man. That's my message. Stay out the way,
mm-hmm.
stay productive, stay positive.
I like to call them cover rappers.
Right, that's crazy that you say that. Yeah, because man, I don't like. I hate prejudging prejudice. You know what I'm saying? I don't like prejudice things where I see you and I'm already judging you just by looking at you or thinking I know what you're going through because of one moment. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Nah, you have to actually show me something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And after you show me that, then that's when it's like, okay, and you keep it consistent and repetitious or whatever, then that's when it's like, okay, yo, I gotta watch you. But for the most part, be yourself means not to be a one person on a mic and then another person, in reality it's not going, it wouldn't match up. And these rappers, from what I've seen, touching back on, I don't like to be prejudiced, they are not. It's weird. It's like, it's just weird. I can't fathom or even comprehend the things that these artists do. I feel like I'll be the elephant in the room in the industry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's how real I am. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, that's what. Other than that, stay out the way. Stay productive. Keep the company around you. The company you want to be around you to help you succeed. At whatever you do.
Bad company corrupts good character.
Exactly.
So, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, watch who you surround yourself with.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, for sure. And so, as a fan, like, where would I access any more information about you or any of your content? How would we learn more about you?
Go to SoundCloud.com /TheRealILLigang.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, all of the platforms, digital platforms. You can also reach us through our email as well, TheRealILLigang @gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram @ILLaWorld.
Follow Champion Claim Entertainment.
Log on to www.championclaimentertainment. You can find our latest, music.
Right. Gratify.
Salute to Gratify.
Reese's Epiphany, all that stuff. We connect through a lot of things. So, yeah.
And we've also pledged a minimum of 10% of our gross profits from the album to go back into local communities and villages.
Most definitely.
10%. That is amazing. That's very commendable, you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This has been this edition of Kibs and Bits. I'm your host, Cabret, and hopefully you were nourished by those bits of information. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.